Hey, what's up, YouTube? I have a battle here against Septimus, who I've battled before, but yeah, we're gonna battle again. This is he is a stream frequent, and one thing that I do recall that he likes to use is his Galvantula with his setup move, which is Sticky Web. Also, I don't know why I'm talking like a robot right now, but I apologize. Anyway, May. Yeah, he's one of those May guys. And so I lead with Tornado. It's a Pokemon I kind of really like this generation because of its regenerator ability and its overall just abuse of stats. Obviously, Tornadus is like the genie Pokemon that's kind of forgotten about, but I think it's really neat. So he leads with Staraptor, and I just don't know if it's going to be, Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed. And that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing I need to know. I do take a bit of a risk there going for the U-turn, but now I'm going to go into Cloyster as he crits me with a double edge, which really does hurt. Now, I was actually just trying to fodder Cloyster, but he's actually was really fearing the Ice Shard as I just go kaboom. Like I said, I was just pretty much foddering Cloyster, expecting to be finished off. So I was just going for the explosion, just, hoping that he will switch out. And he ends up doing that, which is really awesome for me because it does completely destroy that Pinsir that is trying to switch in. And it is his Mega Pokemon, so now he's going to Mega Evolve, but he is still not faster than my Tornadus, which is just going to go for the Hurricane, which is obviously its really strong stab move that is complete overkill, to be honest. Didn't even need to do it. But he is going to go into Feraligatr here, and yeah, I do know that Feraligatrs like to carry Ice Punch, so I'm just going to go for the U-turn. Do not want to take an Ice Punch on my Tornadus. I go into Jolteon, not expecting to take it that well, but at the very least, well enough that I'll live and then be able to scare it away with an electric move. I have to hope that he doesn't carry Aqua Jet, and it looks like he does not because he is switching out as I just go for the Volt Switch to see what he would do. Really fortunate for me that he didn't carry the Aqua Jet, to be honest. This is a Choice Specs Jolteon, and Jolteon's a Pokemon that someone brought to my attention really did fall in this generation. I'm not really even sure why. It's been OU in every other generation, other than this one where it actually dropped all the way down to RU, so definitely a Pokemon that has seen better days. But anyway, I go for the Stone Edge on my Flygon. I know that'll kill the Galvantula probably if he stays in, and also hit this Togekiss pretty hard if he goes into that. Unfortunately, this is a Choice Scarf Flygon, not a Choice Banded one, so it isn't going to be able to even 2-hit KO this Togekiss. I was just going for it again, but he makes the good play and just roosts, and I'm just going to switch out because there's no point to stay in at this point. Obviously, he can just keep healing, and eventually I'll just miss with Stone Edge, so it's not worth it. I go into Jolteon expecting him to heal, but he ends up double switching, so we both end up switching. He goes into Feraligatr, and that's a very good matchup for me. We already pretty much established this thing does not have Aqua Jet. He would have used it earlier if he does, so I'm just going to go for the Choice Specs Thunderbolt, which I do because I'm pretty sure he's going to go back into Galvantula, trying to set up his Sticky Web. It's one of, I know for a fact he loves running that entry hazard on the Galvantula. It's like the one thing I remember from this guy in his previous battles. So he goes to the Staraptor now, and for some reason I completely forget this thing does carry quick attacks more often than not. So yeah, it is going to be able to take out Jolteon, but Jolteon did a good job. Good job, Jolteon. Alright, so here comes the Heat Ran. I do that because I know he's locked in a Quick Attack. I'm pretty much 100% sure it's Choice Banded now, so I know I can take a Quick Attack pretty nicely. I just want to set up Stealth Rocks because he does have 2 Pokemon left that are weak to Stealth Rocks, and it also limits the amount of times he can switch in. Now he goes into Feraligatr, and I just wanted to take this time to set up the bird. I have a pretty good inkling that I should be faster, and I am, which is cool. He does pop my air balloon with that Ice Punch. He was actually predicting a switch out into one of my Dragons or Tornadus, which is an excellent prediction on my part, because that gets me pretty much the free burn. All it did cost me was my air balloon. And now he is going to go for the waterfall, but it is weakened now that he is burned. Although this thing is still doing a massive chunk of damage due to his sheer force ability with Life Orb. As you can see, it's still doing quite a lot. I just go for the Hurricane, hoping to KO. Unfortunately for me, it does not, and he still ends up doing a lot of damage with that Ice Punch, so very good for him. Unfortunately for him, though, he will be finished off to his burn this turn as he goes back to Staraptor. Now, I do know he does carry Quick Attack now, so I am going to switch out. I do not want to lose Tornadus for no reason, and due to its Regenerator, it can still come in and with a decent amount of HP to boot. So I go into Flygon, hoping that I can take the Quick Attack pretty nicely, and really doesn't take it that nicely. Choice Band Staraptor with Quick Attack actually is a pretty powerful threat, but he isn't able to kill me in quite 2 hits, so I do get the Stone Edge off, and that is going to take down the Staraptor, which is a big threat down from his team. So he goes into Gengar, and yeah, I'm actually just going to stay in and go for the Stone Edge. Flygon is pretty weak at this point, and I don't really need it for anything looking at the rest of his team. And thankfully, I still do hit with the Stone Edge, as he also hits with Focus Blast. So no misses with either Focus Blast or Stone Edge in this battle, which is a rarity in any battle they're used. Regardless, I go out into Goodra, and this is my Assault Vest Goodra. Goodra is a Pokemon that likes to use the Assault Vest quite often. It has very tanky defenses, and the one problem with Goodra is its attack stats aren't that strong, as well as its speed. Unfortunately, he does go for the Hypnosis, but I just decide to stay in. I think I can take the hits from these Gengar really well due to my Assault Vest, and as you can see, those Shadow Balls aren't really doing a whole lot. That is the power of Assault Vest Goodra, the bulk, the power. Unfortunately for me, he does get that special defense drop this turn, although I also wake up and am able to just go for that Thunderbolt. His last Pokemon is the Togekiss, and I do have the Sludge Wave. I'm pretty sure I can outspeed. Goodra isn't the fastest Pokemon, but Togekiss is also not the fastest and almost never EV'd in speed. So, yeah, I just get off that Sludge Wave, and that is a game. So, good game, Septimus. Yeah, let's think of today's question of the day. What is your favorite Eeveelution? Jolteon is a Pokemon that I've always really, really liked, and it's been OU in every generation, as was mentioned earlier. Definitely took a fall this generation. But I have to say, it's still probably my favorite Eeveelution, but obviously with one more now since I last asked this question, I think. It's still a valid question. There's a few that are still very good. Vaporeon and Jolteon, always been Pokemon that have been very good and still are. Sylveon is a new Eeveelution in this generation that is also very strong, as well as Umbreon, Espeon. Really, all of them are quite usable, except for Flareon, to be honest. And probably Glaceon, too. I don't know. But yeah, leave a comment about that, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and more battles to come. Later.